Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where last episode we just finished eliminating the contingency, and now we need to start thinking about going after the Vor again. We have 601 influence right now, and we definitely need to think about attacking these guys. Now let's take a look right now at what claims we have. Of course we don't have any at this moment, because we had just taken over these guys when the contingency spawned, or when the free events for the contingency started to spawn, technically. Now, one thing we could definitely do is full claim the Duskikin first. They've got the NEX collectors here, though. And that's definitely interesting. Hang on, we could probably just go after the collectors right now, couldn't we? Just basically for free. Do they only have these 3 systems? That seems super doable. So if we were to make claims here, we cannot claim any of their systems. Okay, so can we just declare on them without making claims? End threat containment. Fascinating. Okay. So rather than sending all of our fleets back to Shukon, in that case, we are going to grab our fleets and merely position them. Actually, we should send them back, because we do actually want to get them changed off of just shields, right? That's definitely a thing that we want. So we'll hold off on that for the moment, but we will attack the NEX collectors very soon here. The Galileo was forced to return because it was within the borders of the Vor. Okay, so our truce with the Vor, I think, just ran out. Or they just closed borders. One or the other. That's fine. That does mean that this path is suddenly a lot more awkward. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to take all of these guys, and we're just going to jump drive them over to the XT-81 Singularity. And then from there, they're going to head into Shukon. It's more awkward, to be sure, but that'll be fine. I'm not too concerned about that. We don't need to reinforce any of our ships, so that's absolutely fine. And we just finished a mining station down over here. Hilarious. There's this construction ship here, of course. The Galileo was the one heading over here, wasn't it? That's awkward timing for sure. We'll take the Drake over to the Singularity here. The Galileo will return, actually, right now. So where is the Galileo? It is in Alphard. You know what? That's fine. So we're going to tell the Drake, return to where it was in Trappist, and assist research here. Okay. The Galileo will make its way up here reasonably quickly. So that's absolutely fine. These guys have all made it into terminal egress. Cool. And they're heading up to Shukon. They will arrive there quite soon. So we're going to need to get those upgraded. That's completely and totally fine. The Juggernaut's going to be a little slower. That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. The Juggernaut, actually, it does need upgrades. But I'm not too worried about it. It'll be fine. So all of these will arrive in Shukon soon enough. And once they do arrive here, we'll get them upgraded. Then we're going to go after the NEX collectors, for sure. Now, the progenitors, did we make claims on them already? We did not. Cool. We're just going to continue to bank influence for the time being, and then go after the collectors. So that'll be fine. No real problems here. The first deep fleet can go ahead and start upgrading. In fact, I'm going to select all of these at this juncture and tell all of them, begin upgrading. Cool. So we're just going to go down the list here. You guys are already being upgraded, and
technology discovered.
There we go. So all of them should be heading in to be upgrading. I might have missed one there, but we'll find out. Let's go ahead and grab, I think, energy weapon damage here. Should be absolutely fine. And in the meantime, let's go through our worlds here. So we've got this refinery station. We can definitely put in a civilian replicomplex. That should be absolutely fine. On Trappist, a city district is the way to go. This is a mining world here. It really doesn't need to continue to be a mining world, though. So we're going to put in a Ministry of Production and an Industrial District for right now. Cool. This Forge world is full. We will have to wait until this pop migrates. For this Forge world, we'll definitely put in an Industrial District. And otherwise, is that everything? Yes, that is everything. Fantastic. So the Galileo is up here. We are going to jump drive it, although its jump drives are still recharging. They'll be ready to be jump drived in 35 days. So we're going to jump drive it directly into CX-9881 as soon as we can. And that'll be fine. How are we doing on our upgrades? They are all in progress. Good. And we can see here the Mega Shipyard has a few things in its queue. 800 ships, to be precise. So that'll take a little while. The Galileo will be ready to jump in just 10 days here. So we'll jump that on over. Okay, 5 more days. And over we head. We will then immediately survey this system. Fantastic. Okay, so with that underway, we're going to get our ships upgraded soon enough.
Construction complete.
The first Deep Fleet will be by far the longest on that front. I want to check in on our Federation. When can we change this law type here? Okay. Not for quite a number of days at this point. Cool.
Construction complete.
Okay, so the Bahiram Starbase just finished up. I want to come down over here and definitely get to work on building 2 anchorages. And let's put in... what, like a transit hub?
Ships upgraded.
I guess, but it's not great. Okay, the first Deep Fleet needs to be upgraded again. That's not super shocking, but we'll get that started. And most of these are going to finish up incredibly quickly. Yeah. They're going very swiftly indeed. So most of these upgrades will not take too long. And then we'll just get into position for the NEX collectors. So we'll need to attack here, here, and here. All of that is pretty easy for us to get to be honest. So that looks good. They're not going to be particularly difficult for us to beat. To be honest, 3 fleets should be capable of doing this. And we'll get our army moving on over as well. So this is the only actual planet that they have, so we'll just park them in the LR9 Singularity. Looks good to me. Okay, so the Ganges here is, of course, going to be moved into the CX-9881. We are currently surveying this, although we'll be done with it quite soon. And as soon as we're done with that, we can head back over to, I believe this was... no, this was not Alpha Centauri. This was in Seoberg? Yes. So as soon as we're done with that, we will head back to Seoberg. Sounds good. So this is a broken world here, but I was under the impression it was going to have, like, living metal or something on it. Huh. Not much of a system then, is it? But sure, that's fine. Better than nothing, I suppose.
Survey complete.
Okay. Just 2 energy credits. Sounds good. So how are we doing on our upgrades here? Well, the Great Reformer has arrived back here, and I do want to get that upgraded. It can upgrade itself? Is that what's happening here? That's kind of hilarious. Okay. I like it. So we're still working on upgrades here. The first fleet is at 90%. 98% on the third. Gotcha. So the third is going to be done quite soon. We'll send them out to Enigma's End.
Ships upgraded.
And to be honest, we should be able to get this done with 2 fleets. Although they're taking over Dystican territory over here, which I think is very good. Yeah, that's completely fine. We already took all of the other Dystican territory that's out over this way. So, yeah, I think we let them finish up
Ships
in Rama.
upgraded.
And then we send this fleet out to here, where it can jump in there. We take the first fleet, which will be done upgrading soon as the Titan is done. We'll send that out to Dahlberg. And then which one will be done next? 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 83%. So the 6th fleet. We'll send that out to the LR9 Singularity as soon as it's done upgrading. And it will get in position to head out over here. And then we'll declare on the NEX collectors after they've taken this world over here. We want them to fully occupy this before we declare at this
Construction
point.
complete.
So that'll be fine. We are negative on our volatile motes and rare crystals right now, and that's definitely something I want to think about doing something about. This industrial world here, we can put in a... Where is it? Up here. We can put in a chemical plant for volatile motes. And then this forge world, we could put in... The other was rare crystals. We could put in... Where is it? Where's the refinery for crystals? We could do a nanite transmuter, I suppose. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. We'll go ahead and do that. Cool. Okay, so we're mostly just waiting on the NEX collectors to take this over. Do we want to wait for them to take over all of the Dystican Combine? Honestly,
Ships
maybe.
upgraded.
That's a hard maybe. Okay,
Ships
the third fleet
upgraded.
is chilling out over here. That looks good. The first and the 6th have finished up. That's fantastic. So 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%, and 63%. Sounds good. So for now, we're going to order these guys to position here, getting ready to go into Lythorius. Now, they haven't landed up here yet, have they? No, they're bombarding this. Okay. They only have 62 army strength, so that's fair enough. They do have to bombard this down, unless they get more armies. I'm wondering what the strength on Lythorius is right now. 792. That would take a long time. The Manticore Initiative is here. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Honestly, maybe we don't wait. Well, we don't wait on Lythorius. I think we do wait on Raima. I think that's the plan here. So these guys are at 72 strength right now. This invasion will happen eventually, I think. I hope. They just get 75% devastation. So they're now going to start taking double damage from the bombardment, and this will go much faster. That's good. But I definitely want to eliminate this. You guys aren't chilling with us, are you? They are. They're just chilling with us. Okay. That's an interesting choice. Not sure why they've decided to do this. But yeah, we're basically ready to attack as soon as Raima falls. And they have invaded at this point, so that's great. They should win this. These are robotic defense armies, which are not affected by morale damage. Actually, they may not win this. I think they will win it.
Ships upgraded.
But it's going to be close. They cut this one very, very close. Cool. Boy. I'm actually not so sure that they will win it now. It's awful close. If these guys hadn't have disengaged, they would have won it. But this disengagement actually screwed them. That's pretty wild. Only 18 health left. They could still win it, but I don't think they're going to because of the disengagement. No, they're not going to win it. Wild. Okay, well, our matter decompressor has been upgraded here, as well as the Dyson sphere. And actually, the matter decompressor is now maxed, so it's as good as it gets. Is the Dyson sphere? Not quite. So the Dyson sphere is still partial, and we'll go ahead and upgrade that. Cool. The matter decompressor is good to go, though. We could build another one. That's an option. Another option, though, is that we could build another strategic coordination center. And I think that that's not the worst idea in the world. We'll just let this finish up for now. You're building a hyper... Wait, why are you building a hyper relay? Don't build a hyper relay. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, we're going to build a mining station here. That's what I intended to do. Cool. So that's fine for now. Now, these guys should have no armies left here. The problem is...
Technology discovered.
that they have no army. So this is awkward timing for us, for sure. No doubt about that one. We could just go and take this from the Destican when we attack the Vor. Honestly, I think it was a good call to wait, but now that the Destican, or rather that the Nex do not have any armies, I think it's not worth waiting. So I think we should go ahead and declare this right now with a containment war goal. Okay. So we're going to vote here. And it should pass. Any moment now.
Construction complete.
Any moment now.
Ships upgraded.
No one has voted yet. Okay, there we go. Now we are almost certainly going to go to war. Actually, it's 50-50 right now. We need a tie-break vote. Four have still not voted, and I think all four of these are under the bill knock. So it depends on the bill knock.
To democracy.
And the bill knock voted for it. Beautiful. So in we go. We're going to hit here, and we are going to hit here. And also, we're going to immediately hit here. Cool. Now, we have this in position, but we don't actually need it. We can go hit Jetaramus, I guess. That'll be fine. I'm not sure if we'll get all of these locations or not, but we'll see.
Ships upgraded.
Cool.
Engaging enemy fleet.
But this will get a lot of this into the Federation, which is exactly what we want. So let's go ahead and take out this fleet, no problem.
Engaging enemy station.
And yeah, these stations will fall very, very easily. This will not be any particular issue here, but it will get us several additional systems into the Federation, which is exactly what we want.
Construction complete.
Excellent. So this station, of course, fell, and we're going to head in here. What megastructure is this? An interstellar assembly. That's actually pretty decent. I don't hate that at all. So we're going to head into Eurus here and go take over that interstellar assembly. And we are getting this territory. That's lovely. I'm very happy to see that. The station has fallen at this point, and we will begin a bombardment of Bexor. The real question is... Oh, 341? That shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to just come right on in and land on Bexor. Cool. So we will contain these guys. Absolutely no issues whatsoever here. Both of these will bombard Bexor for the time being. They're heading into Dahlberg? Well, they're not going to do well here. I can tell you that right now. This fleet is gone. Dunzo. So that's great. We're heading into Raima, and that will go back to the Destican, of course. But this war will be wrapped up very, very quickly. I mean, we are functionally the hyperpower in the galaxy at this point, so it's completely fine. Governing ethics attraction. One thing we might want to think about is grabbing the diplomatic tree here. 10% diplomatic weight, form federation, amount we contribute towards the Federation naval cap, +3 unity for embassies, trust cap, trust growth. I mean, that diplomatic weight would be nice, but I think that we will finish off the harmony tree for the moment. We'll just take this for now. Okay. Cool. So we're going to head into Eurus here. And this will be no problem at all. So we'll get this interstellar assembly site. And that'll be great. We're definitely going to work on upgrading that. Since we currently need an upgrade. We have 2 construction ships up here now? Okay, we're going to disband that one. And these guys can head over to the L cluster for the moment. But for now, that's all we're going to do. Actually, I was thinking about building hyper relays here, but I don't think it's necessary.
Deploying Liberation Forces.
Cool. So we are now landing in Jadaramis. And this fleet will head on down,
upgraded.
As will this one. So the NEX collectors will be eradicated here. And of course, we're going to claim some Destican territory. So we'll make claims here, as well as here. And I believe that's the only 2 Destican systems. So we'll do that right now. Cool. So there we go. We should downgrade this station. Dahlberg should be honestly downgraded as well. Or transitioned over to an anchorage. And I think that's what we'll do here. Switch this over to a naval logistics office. There we go. And the NEX collectors no longer exist. Oh, that's awkward. Vestalis is actually not being grabbed. We'll go grab that. So that'll be fine. There's some angry robots on Bexor right now. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and put on, of course, precinct houses. And let's also run an anti-crime campaign here. Cool. And we'll also take all of our fleets, for the moment, back into the L cluster. So we'll just chill at the L gate. Cool. So the question is, at this point, what are we going to look to do next? Well, we're going to attack the Vor. That's very clear at this point. This construction ship is going to take a while to make its way over. Oh, we did build a hyper relay there. That's awkward. Let's actually come back over here. Jump drive to the L gate, and then use the L gate to get down there much faster. Any moment now, we'll jump over. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit. Okay, there we go. We have jumped. And we have arrived. So let's now jump drive over to the XT-81 Singularity, and then from there, come down here. That will now be much, much faster. Cool. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to go... Hello, pause menu. We are going to go after the Vor. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible. Including, I don't have my notepad up, and I really should do that. Let's get that opened up here. And that will, of course, be Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Atala, Jensgram, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And, of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.